2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Shenton Park or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hi, everybody.
Good morning.
On the show today, we catch up with former West Coast Eagle Will Schofield. And if you thought there was a world in which the Eagles and the Dockers could get along, well, this interview will prove that that is not the case.
That is not the case.
The rift is as wide as ever, isn't it, Sean?
Well said, Natalie.
You're furious, aren't you?
Yeah.
Beyond furious.
I actually am beyond furious, and I know it means nothing to anyone else, but it means a lot to me, my teammates, my former teammates. Hey, we catch up with Jordan Clark from the Fremantle Dockers before he heads off to Geelong to face the Cats down that way.
You might have seen footage of a high school student in America beating an opponent with a relay baton as she ran past her. Now, that girl has spoken out and said, no, you misunderstood. I wasn't whacking her with a baton. I just, lost my balance and in trying to regain my balance, I repeatedly struck her. So we talked to people about some of the worst excuses they've ever heard.
Well, that was a real bad one too, wasn't it? And we also discuss, Alan's Lollies are at it again.
So we've had a little bit of technical difficulty this morning.
We certainly have, Nat. Our microphones weren't working. We've moved studios, right? So we've got 2 studios here. We're in Studio 2 where Ross works out of.
This is what we would call the lesser studio.
Oh, yeah, the other one's
smaller,
fancy.
It's got hardly any screens. We feel alone and cold.
We do. And Justin Timberlake was singing it well, and he says, we've got the feeling in the body, which we shouldn't be here, Nat. Because there's signs sometimes.
Yeah. If you come to a radio station to do your radio show and your studio wasn't working, that's a sign that you should absolutely just trot on home, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Sean had started the car. We're like, no, mate, we've got another studio. Come on, back in here.
Well, in fact, when me and Nat saw each other in the lift this morning, I was thinking about walking out and just leaving her to do the show by herself. I said, wouldn't that be funny to start the day? Because we're a man short. Hopefully Nathan will be back very shortly.
Well, and also we've lost our social content, social media content guy as well. He's off sick. I was like, well, maybe we could just all get the plague. And that's right. And then it's just Sam, Trusso in charge.
I think I might have to go home. I just had a heart attack that 5 minutes when the mic didn't go.
It's all on you. You're the one who has to resolve the technical difficulties, and potentially it's your fault as well.
And at the moment, I don't think it's my fault, but I'm sweating hard. If someone comes in today and tells me it was, but I've aged 5 years. We can knock it out.
I know. Poor Trusso. But I saw him run. That's a lot.
Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Got a story that I know will interest you, Sean. Cue the music. Do you know what this means?
I do, actually.
Do ya?
This is ingrained in every man's mind because their partners or the women in their life has watched this show.
Because this is time to get up and leave the room. So there's a bit of a stink kicked up in New York.
Is there?
So there's a lady called Barbara. Barbara owns the building that was the exterior of it was used that's where Carrie Bradshaw lives, right?
Okay,
so she filmed a lot of scenes on the steps, and then obviously they'd have a set for the interior. And so when Barbara agreed to it back in the 90s, she didn't know how big this show was going to be. Like, things get filmed in New York all the time. Doesn't mean they become, icon status. And so Barbara did not anticipate at the time that there would be hordes, 30 years later, hordes of tourists still coming to pose on her steps, to carve their initials in the door frame, to try and open the door. And so Barbara then put up signs saying, keep out.
Yeah.
This is private property, no trespassing, which of course nobody respected. And tour groups. So people are making money off taking them to show her house, where she lives and where her tenants live. And it's like, Barbara obviously is loaded, but still, it's a principle at stake here. And so Barbara, very emotionally, has put up gates to stop. She had to get approval from the council, the city presumably, to put gates up, these wrought iron gates, to stop people getting up onto her steps.
Walking up to her steps and going to her front door.
Yeah. Damaging her property and also just getting in the way. It's like if you're coming home with your shopping, you don't want to battle through a horde of tourists and they have to say, we live here, get out of the way, and people would be rude to her. And it's like, that is not cool. She's had to take matters into her own hands.
I understand that. You couldn't imagine how many, in terms of tourists, like a daily event, big buses of people just coming every single day.
It would be several times a day. Like the Sex and the City tourist is one of those things that I didn't do when I went to New York, but a lot of people I know have. And it's great if you're going to a bakery and putting money across the counter and buying a cupcake or whatever. That's great for that business. But then Barbara isn't making any money off these people just sitting around on her steps and getting in the way and damaging her property. So you can understand the frustration.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd be putting up fences too.
Yeah.
I'd do it all.
Yeah.
It's an amazing show.
A massive brick wall. I know, that's the power of that show, that even all these years later. And
how many girls were there? Four
call girls, yeah.
Just talking about relationships and the size of someone's penis.
I mean...
And that went on for years.
Yeah.
That was the gist of it, wasn't it? That was the gist of it.
What do you boys sit around and talk about?
Pretty much the same.
We've got a lot in common.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Recycle Radio. Nathan, Nat, and Sean love a good mix, just not between bins. Learn how to recycle right and more at wastesorted.wa.gov.au.
Okay, time for Recycle Radio. We want you to be a great sort. So we're testing your recycled radio knowledge. Up for grabs is that Rottnest Island experience worth $1,000.
It's amazing. Beck has the first crack at it this morning. Morning, Beck.
Morning.
All right, Beck, we are delving into the archives. We're going deep. Today we're going back to November 2013. Oh, now have a listen to this and we'll ask you a question at the end of it.
One thing Sean McManus should know by now, that is, if you work at Nova 937 and you keep a secret, then you should never tell people what that secret is.
Turns out Sean is terrified of... Beck, what is Sean terrified of?
Oh, no idea.
Do you want to have a guess? Ducks? Ducks. I mean, terrified of ducks or just mildly scared of ducks?
Oh, mildly scared of ducks, probably.
Yeah. Ducks is not the correct answer, but thanks for having a crack, Beck.
Duck and plum sauce is delicious.
Not scared of that, are you? Louise, hello.
Hi.
Hi, Lou.
All right, Lou. Do you want to hear it again? Just to...
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
okay, have a listen.
One thing Sean McManus should know by now, that is, if you work at Nova 937 and you keep a secret, then you should never tell people what that secret is.
Turns out Sean is terrified of... Louise, what's Sean terrified of?
Snakes?
Not correct on this occasion, but I am scared of snakes. I'm not a fan of snakes.
I'm terrified of snakes.
And you're terrified of snakes.
Yeah. Sorry, Lou, no joy there. Shelley's in Greenwood. Hi, Shelley.
Morning.
Hi,
Shelley.
Shelley. So this was in 2013.
Yeah.
We were talking about it before. I would have guessed it was in 21.
It feels so recent to you.
So recent.
I know. What is Sean terrified of, Shelley?
I'm pretty sure it's height.
Is it heights, Sean?
It is not height.
It's not heights, Shelley. We move
Jumped
on.
out of a plane 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's true. Kathy's in Sorrento. Hi, Kath.
Hi.
All right, Kathy. What is Sean terrified of?
Shark?
It's not the answer we're looking for, but yes, that is an answer.
I mean, he doesn't love them, he'll be honest. But no, on this
I don't love
occasion,
them at all.
In 2013, we weren't referring to sharks. Thanks, Kathy. Amanda, hello.
Hello.
All right, Amanda, what do you think Sean's terrified of?
Well, I was going to say the shark.
Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, look, I definitely am. I'll say that. I definitely am.
But that's not the answer.
You know, I'm going to go something silly and say like jellyfish head or something if it's not shark. But...
It's
It is not jellyfish.
I know.
My wife's scared of jellyfish.
We move on to Robin. Hello, Robin.
Good morning. How are you?
Our producer's saying we should give a clue. Do you want a clue, Robin?
Oh, of course, I'd like a clue.
That's weird, isn't it? Sean, do you want to give a clue?
It's something you would mainly do in the summer.
Yep, sure. Robin, what's Sean terrified of?
Oh. Okay, that doesn't help me. I thought it was because I know conversation with my sister. She's terrified of moths, and I thought it related to you, but I don't know how that relates to summer, so I don't know.
It is not.
Not moths. No, he's very brave when it comes to moths. Thanks, Robin. Mandy's in Wongan Hills. Morning, Mandy.
Good morning.
All right, Mandy, we can tell you this. It's not an animal. He's not scared of an animal.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Can I just put a caveat to that, because snakes...
He is scared. No, the answer we're looking for is not
Yes,
an animal.
100%.
Yes, yes. What is Sean terrified of?
Terrified of not having any lunch.
God, that's going to be in the top of the list too,
Unfortunately, Mandy, that would be year-round, not just in the summer. So we can rule that out. But thank you. Great guess. Kristen, hello.
Hello.
We're trying to figure out that one thing that Sean was terrified of in November 2013. And we know it's not an animal. What do you reckon?
It's not scared of swimming in the ocean, is it?
No, I do that regularly.
He's swimming to Rottnest on Saturday, in fact. Sorry,
Yes.
Kristen. Peter, hello.
Hello, guys. How you going?
Great,
Good, Peter.
All right. Sean's got another clue for you, Peter.
Yeah, we're going to help you out here,
good.
Peter. This thing is at a WA amusement park.
A WA amusement park.
What is-
Oh, yeah. Are you scared of slides?
She says in a really condescending manner.
That'd be embarrassing, and I wouldn't be telling anybody if that's the case.
The answer is not slides, Peter. Thank you. We go on to Naomi. No, who have we got? Naomi, hello.
Hello, how you going?
Good
Great,
nose.
Naomi. We're trying to figure out what it is Sean is terrified of.
Oh, I was definitely going to say water slides.
Yeah, don't do that. That'd be bad.
WA amusement parks, far out. Dinosaurs.
Incorrect. And I think dinosaurs would qualify as an animal because we know it's not an animal.
yeah.
I know, even though, obviously there aren't any ones. Yeah,
that's true.
I had to break it to you. Jackson's in Currumbine. Jackson, put us out of our misery, mate. What's Sean terrified of?
I'm going to say roller coasters.
Jackson, you are 100% correct. Let's have a listen to the actual audio from 2013.
Turns out Sean is terrified of roller coasters.
It was a rookie mistake letting anybody know.
So we went on the Abyss for the first time when
did.
it first opened in 2013.
And you were such a wimp about it.
I'll scream.
You were screaming and you had your eyes closed. He closed his eyes so tight when the bit where it goes up vertically. Like, honestly, it looked like
That's
you were
the
going to
worst,
die.
man.
And then, of course, it plummets down.
Yeah, and your stomach just...
And I'm going, Sean, open your eyes, and he wouldn't. Jackson, good news for you. You have scored at that Rottnest Island experience valued at $1,000, Jackson.
Awesome. Thank you, Heath, and thanks, Sean, for being scaredy cat.
Good on you, Jackson. Well,
Yeah,
I'm
good
glad
one.
you said roller coasters, because who's ever scared of a bloody water slide?
Can we just go back to the girl that said, you scared of slides?
I know.
Don't worry, everybody. Recycle Radio will be back again tomorrow.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, Reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Shenton Park or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.
Now, we were talking early on this morning before we
day.
started. It's NAPLAN for a lot of schools around WA at the moment.
Amy,
Testing goes on.
You've got little children.
Yes, so I have Charlotte in year 3, so this is her first NAPLAN experience. And for the family, I guess. I guess it's a family affair, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a family affair, for sure.
You're
for
all
sure.
in. So has she been studying?
No.
No, and I guess that's the point, is
Yeah,
it's supposed to
correct.
just assess where they're at this time. But some schools place a lot of pressure on the kids, don't they?
Yeah, so we're super lucky where at our particular primary school, they've not made
A big deal of it.
A big deal about it. Obviously, sending out regular updates. Hey, just, NAPLAN's coming up. Make sure they sleep well, fed breakfast. Don't miss out on breakfast because they'll be, they're
Hangry.
getting tested.
Yes.
So their concentration has to be at a, high
Optimal level, yes.
But yeah, like my school's not made a big deal, so I'm like, what is the hoo-ha about NAPLAN? My kids are, I don't know, mine are pretty resilient, so I've just explained to Charlotte that
you're going to do a test today.
And you know what? It makes no difference to your actual school grades. They just need to test to see where you're at. The whole country is at in terms of a schooling level. And she's
what was it like when your kids did it, Sean?
Yeah, no, I'd say, because Charlotte's in year 3, this is her first time. As the years go on, she'll start stressing out because there's an outcome. It's outcome based, right? So then you are getting tested, and there's going to be some results sent out.
But it doesn't impact. The outcome doesn't impact her.
No, it impacts the school.
Obviously,
so
I think
they
in
start
year 9,
stressing
you have to pass it, don't you? You've got a couple of chances to pass year 9.
You have, and I know. I know that has been a stress in my household.
Yes.
And I've just completed year 9 last year, so that was good. But for my son Oliver, at times, that was, here we go, NAPLAN, and he's really got to put in for this.
That's right. And I guess if you know, kids get in their own head, right? And I hated testing.
Yes.
So if you don't like testing,
yes,
that knowing, okay, for 4 days or 5 days straight,
it's test
the first thing I do when I get to school is I'm sitting having a test.
Yeah.
You know?
It's not
It is stressful.
There's no fun to be had,
not at
that's
all.
for sure.
Yeah.
Have they been doing practice tests? Because I know some schools do that,
I
just to get them
believe
used
so.
to the
paper, what it looks like.
that's right, the process.
The amount of writing that they have to do, like for the English, you know, that kind of stuff. But yeah, good luck to everyone
mate,
today.
It's cute when they're young, but when they get a couple of years down the track, they'll be hating it. I swear to God.
So make the most of this experience, Amy, because it's only downhill from here.
It's downhill, mate. It's downhill.
Does she get, rewards for doing that plan?
Absolutely not.
Donuts at the end of the day or anything?
Nope.
No. She's a hard ass, Nat.
Yes,
a hard ass.
Draws the line at that.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
We're going over to the Americas right now, and this story emerged a couple of days ago, and it's to do with the state of Virginia, right? So they've got their indoor state titles going on in athletics.
So this is high school athletics, right?
Athletics.
Yeah.
A couple of schools all going at it. It was a 4x200 metre relay, so they're just doing a lap around the
indoor
smaller
circuit,
indoor circuit. And a young girl by the name of Aliyah Everett found herself in the spotlight. So Aliyah was running behind someone else. It was touch and go. The other girl was kind of looking to surge away from her, surge ahead, in fact. And Aliyah belted the girl on the back of the scone with her baton in the baton relay.
Wow. I mean, I always wondered what the baton was for, but... Turns out it's not for, you're not supposed to belt your opponent across the head with it. Is that right?
So the young girl who was about to go ahead was probably about a good metre ahead at this stage. Yes. She got a crack on the head a couple of times, and then she had to pull off into the indoor part of the circuit because she was gone.
Just to be clear, it wasn't like one hit either. It was, imagine if you are in the cartoons when you see them beating something with a baton.
Yeah.
It was like that. Bang, 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 like that. Yeah.
It was, absolutely.
It was repeated blows.
So we saw the vision earlier on. We're thinking, why would you do that? Well, finally, we've heard from Aliyah Everett herself. Here she
A couple
is.
times hitting her, my baton got stuck behind her back like this, and it rolled up her back. I lost my balance, and when I pumped my arms again, she got hit.
No, that's
she lost her balance. No, she did. You just heard it. She lost her balance. She pumped her arms. And accidentally got caught in her hair, also
and
hit her in the back of the head.
hit her several times.
Straight from the horse's mouth.
I feel sorry for Aliyah because she's a kid and, that she's been put in a worldwide spotlight as being very poor sportsmanship, it's safe to say. When these things happen, normally nobody else would hear about it or whatever, but because it was captured on camera and then shown everywhere, she's had to speak out about it. So I do feel a bit sorry for her. She is a kid. But you cannot tell us, Aliyah, that is, her name's Aliyah.
I didn't even join the dots till then. Well done, Nat.
Her name's Aliyah. And Aliyah, you're lying. Because there's no way that wasn't a deliberate act to strike the girl that was passing her. That's what she was doing. And she wasn't happy about it.
Nat,
but you got caught out, Aliyah.
That's her excuse.
And that is not a good enough excuse.
She's upset. That's her excuse. She lost her balance. She didn't really dong that girl on the head. It was an accident.
She did, repeatedly.
All right, I'm going to throw in another mix for this too as well. I say, Aliyah's a liar. Is that what we've worked out?
Aliyah's a liar,
okay.
Yep.
So if we go over to Jason Ackermanis, former a champion footballer.
Geez, wow.
Now, he's just got out of court after fighting a speeding charge for 3 years.
So he took them to court instead of just paying the $100 or whatever it was?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Now, he claims on the night where he was done for speeding, which they're saying that he was 41 kilometres over the legal limit.
Oh, that's hooning. That's not speeding, that's
Yes.
hooning. His car should have been impounded.
He is saying the technology at the time, which was 3 years ago, of the speed camera, which is on the side of the road, was affected by the weather conditions.
Was
the rain and the wind.
Were the weather conditions blowing his car faster?
Possibly.
To 41 k's
Possibly.
over the limit. So also, the margin for error on those things, there's no way that it got it wrong by 41 k's. Do you know what I mean?
41 k's.
Did he win this court case?
No, he lost.
Oh.
But he's sticking with it, Nat, because he was saying that there was no doubt if he had the opportunity to do it again, the result would be in his favour because they have learnt a lot from going through this 3-year court battle to get off a speeding fine.
To quote the kids of today, Jason Ackermanis is Delulu.
Delulu. Now, that was his excuse. The weather conditions.
A liar and Delulu. Next.
Well, next, here we go. 13/24/10. We've got an overnight stay with breakfast for 2 at the Intercontinental Perth. You can indulge in a $1 breakfast at Intercontinental Perth when you book the WA Locals package today, Nat. So you want to hear the next excuse?
Look, have you heard an excuse? Maybe you offered up an excuse and even you knew it wasn't believable. But maybe you're a boss and you had an employee call in and say, I can't come to work for this reason, and it was like somewhat laughable.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Whatever it might be. Have you been offered up an excuse that you went, a liar? Come on.
Yeah. Don't even try it. Don't even try. Come up with something different because I'm just not believing that. You hit her in the head with a baton. In the Baton relay. We all saw it.
Everybody, the whole world saw it, and it wasn't because you lost your balance, a liar. Come on. Enzo's in Belia. Hello.
Hi, guys. How you going?
Good, great, Enzo. Okay, talk to us. Have you heard some cracker excuses?
Yes. So years ago, when I was in Broome, I used to work at Coles as a customer service manager.
Yep.
Yes.
And I had a girl ring up and say that she was going to be late to work because she was fluffing her pillows.
That's not even trying, is it?
Sounds like a euphemism for something, but fluffing her pillows. Well, that's a good reason to be late for work, isn't it, in this day and age?
Absolutely.
If you're not lying, I mean, that's plausible that you go, I'm fluffing the pillows.
But fluffing the pillows is something you could leave until you got home. Do you know what I mean? Like if your pillows are unfluffed while you're at work, there's no impact on your day.
I wouldn't have thought so.
Yeah, terrible excuse. Thanks, Enzo. William, hello.
Hi.
All right, William, what was the excuse? What happened?
So I had an employee whose mother died 3 times in a row.
The resurrection. Christ only...
Yeah, he only came back once.
This is amazing stuff. Did you meet her? Did you get blessed by her at any stage? Because this is crazy good.
Oh, I don't know. She must have been a very special woman.
It's amazing when people forget what they've told you previously.
Yes.
We've had that a few times around here.
Yes, exactly. That's right. And also, weren't there like some interstate footballers who would suggest that their grandmother had died and they needed to spend extra time at home or back home, and it's like that's happened a lot of times now.
Yeah. And then
at most, you've got 2 grandmothers.
Yeah, and then with the advent of Instagram, someone spots them at a nightclub.
Mourning their grandmother's death. That's what she would have wanted. Thanks, William. Wayne's in Burswood. Hello.
Hey, guys.
Hey,
Wayne. Wayne, what was the excuse? What happened?
I was in the Navy at the time. We were berthed in Sydney for a long weekend, and the sailors get leave, supposed to be back the next day so they can do their duty.
Yep.
Yes.
One of the sailors went missing for 2.5 days.
Oh!
Whoa!
So when he finally gets back, obviously we have to interview him and find out what happened, and his excuse was that he met this lovely young Australian girl. Went back to her place and she handcuffed him to the bed for 2.5 days.
2.5 days?
And was doing horrible things to him.
Oh, yes. Is he okay?
Apparently he could see the ship when she went out during the day, but he was handcuffed to the bed. And so when he finally gets back, so we had to take him to the captain's table for disciplinary action.
Yes.
he tells the excuse, and then the captain goes, you're lying, and he holds up his wrist, and you can see some sort of marks.
Yes.
And so the captain said, like, this is a great story. I don't entirely believe you, but I'm going to let you off.
No, I would have called his bluff and said, oh, my God, this is a criminal offence. We need to charge this young lady. Let's get the police
go back
involved
to the house.
and see what he said then. Because, I mean, it is, like, if that story's true, that's a criminal offence, right?
Absolutely, it's a criminal offence.
Well, apparently he was having a bit of fun, though.
Yeah. Deprivation of liberty, at least.
Let me go. I need to go back to the ship.
Stop. I can't take it anymore. Yeah.
Feels
Amazing.
so good.
Thanks, Wayne.
That's a great story, Wayne.
Yeah.
Plausible, perhaps? No?
Yeah.
No one believes that. Of course we don't. Great excuse, though.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Shenton Park or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.
Diet Pepsi there from Addison Ray. Does it make you thirsty?
No, thanks.
Are you, because you're pure Diet Coke man? Is that what you're saying?
No, I have a Coke on a Friday. Some reason I go through the drive-through at Celebrations near our place, Nat, and I have a can of Coke like a sneaky drug user or something.
Hang on, wait.
Have I told you this?
No.
Have I told you this before?
You go through the drive-through of a bottle-o.
Yeah, the bottle-o between the fish and chips. You know the place?
Okay. And so you go through and you buy a can of Coke.
Yeah.
What else are you buying?
No, that's it. And the guy's really disappointed because he's hoping to sell a carton of booze or maybe
you
a
won't
six-pack
even
of
get
Corona.
out of your car and go to the servo and get a can of Coke.
No, but one of the things
Are you
is
a
that
can
people
or a bottle?
Can. And one of the reasons I go there is because their cans will be cold. They have a really good setting on their fridge.
Sure.
Does that make a difference to you?
It makes me think much worse of you.
Okay.
Is that what you're hoping for?
It's a low bar already.
I know, that's saying something.
Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Sean, you have some really... This is breaking news, but it's also heartbreaking news.
Well, it is for a lot of people out there, and I wonder if you're one of these people. So Alan's, Nat, has decided to discontinue the Mad About Teeth range.
Why? So I didn't know that was what they were called for starters.
No,
Mad About Teeth.
Me neither. So everyone in
these
their
are lolly teeth
life,
you're talking about.
Yeah, everyone in their life has put those teeth in like their fake teeth and looked at people and thought they were the funniest people
it's
in
so
the
funny.
world.
or got put two together and pretended to bite you.
Oh, yeah, all the
you
time.
know, so many
time.
opportunities. I don't think I've ever even seen them in the bag, like the exclusive bag of just all teeth. They're always part of the mixed lolly bag. Mad About Teeth, look at that.
Yeah, I'm showing you Natalie at the moment.
Well, now you're showing me something. Why would you show that to me knowing that I can no longer get them, Sean?
Well, according to Alan's, they hate to be the bearer of bad news, but they've issued and this is the reason why. Factors such as declining sales, retail space, and new products being launched has taken them away. Now, I'd imagine...
What are the new products? Lolly kneecaps? What are they? I'll just say that because I've been squatting so much I could do with some new kneecaps.
Yeah. Absolutely. So I think you can still get them in the party mix, which is very important.
No, well, if they're going to stop making them, surely they're just going to shelve the machine. They're not going to make them just for the party mix, though. Surely. Can we imagine a world without lolly teeth?
I can't.
No, I can't.
No,
I can't imagine what would kids. What
do you need in your lolly bag?
Yeah, are you just going to eat a snake? No.
No.
You've got to put the teeth in and pretend to chomp things with your already existing teeth. You put the lolly teeth over your existing teeth.
Clearly, there's a petition that's going to be up and about at some stage, and we will sign
This is worse than the polywaffle.
The polywaffle. It was a bit of a stinker of a chocolate, wasn't it?
I know.
Well, we got right behind it.
Yeah, we did. But no, it's it's like it's marshmallow inside the chocolate in the wafer. What's wrong with you? Mister, I have a can of Coke every Friday. Yeah, no, this is no good. Alan's, you've disappointed us.
Disappointed a lot of people. Lolly bags will never be the same again. And how are you going to play those jokes on people?
Can you keep your lolly bags out of it, please?
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Tomorrow on the show, Sam Pang's going to join us. He's got a brand new show, a talk show, like a Tonight Show.
Yeah.
Like that good old-fashioned...
You really put yourself out there because they haven't worked that long. I mean, Rove's show worked. His show was the only one that worked.
Right.
Spent a long time between drinks, though.
Yeah, no, it has. It has. Yeah. So looking forward to that. You can tell him that it's going to fail. Okay, good luck. Recycle Radio is back. $1,000 trip to Rottnest up for grabs. We'll dig down in the archives and find something from our past to ask you a question about.
Yeah, and we'll make another phone call to chuck somebody in the running for the Global Red Room powered by Expedia.
Hello, Ross.
Hello. Your mic's not working this morning.
This morning, firstly, yeah. It was a rough start to the day. We had some massive technical difficulties.
So it didn't go to air, but some of it was recorded like this. Oh, damn it. Sorry. wait, like this.
Absolutely not. This is not working.
Yeah, so you can hear the off-air conversation. It was, but yeah, your mics weren't working. And you came to my studio. Do you recall what you called my studio, Nat?
I don't know, some sort of hovel.
The lesser studio.
Oh, yeah, no, that's... Well, am I wrong?
We agreed not to talk about that.
So our studio is much bigger, for starters, and much more screens. And
mine's cosy.
Yours is like going back in time. It's like, we're South Korea, you're North Korea. You know what I mean?
I describe it to everyone when I give tours. I'm like, Nathan and Sean, they got first class. This is economy. This is economy.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.
2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Shenton Park or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.